Hello my lovelies. It has been a little while since we last did a video, but today I have decided to do a little makeup tutorial for you guys. So ignore the no makeup look on my face, and we are going to start. So I just wanted to put together kind of like a mauvey purpley kind of look for you guys, because basically it's really simple and it's really nice at the same time, which is really good. So it's really quick to do. I kind of wanted to do it for you guys actually because it was just a random look that I put together before going to the airport when I was coming back from Prague, where I went to go see my uncle. And I remember I just went to go get like a bottle of water from Marks and Spencer's when I got off the plane, and the first thing the lady said to me at the counter was, "Oh, I love your makeup, it's so simple but really really nice." So I was just like, "Ah, oh, thank you." It was just one of those like nice things after a flight, after a long journey, where you're kind of just like, "Ah, oh, that wasn't a comment that needed to be made, but I'm really happy that you made it because it just made my day." So I thought that I'd just share that look with you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. So without further ado, let's get started. So what I first did is I made a Real Technique sponge, moist, wet. Some people don't like that word, I don't know why. And then I'm just going to, well, that's what I started with. Excuse the panting, I just had a little bit of a musical festival here. It's kind of like, it's a Saturday vibe, you know, that cool, fun kind of, anyway. So we are going to start off first with a primer. So on that day I used the Professional one, which is a really nice one. So this video is going to be a little bit different to the ones that I usually have done, where I'm going to show you step by step the things that I'm doing, but I'm not going to keep the video on the actual, you know, applying of everything, as you guys already know how to do it. So I just wanted to show you guys exactly the products that I use and how to achieve the look. So it's going to be a shorter video, hopefully. That is the aim. We will see. So we're going to start with the Professional primer. We're just going to prime that everywhere. So what I forgot to mention at the beginning is that I did actually put some lip salve on. It just helps my lips to kind of get nourished and, you know, not get, you know, just to get rid of the dryness, so that when I apply lipstick at the end of the whole process, the lipstick just applies a lot better and it looks a lot better. So having put the primer on, we next go in with the concealer. So the concealer I tend to use for like my everyday, and for that I use for this look in particular, was the Maybelline The Eraser concealer, which I love. I've bought probably a good 10 of these already. And this one is basically finished. It's just as well I have 2 backups. And I'm just going to cover some of the red marks, the blemishes that I have on my face, just so that when I apply my foundation and the rest of my makeup, it's just a little more hidden. So I'm just going to go in with the Real Technique sponge, and we're going to blend this out. Right, now as we quickly blended that out, we are now going to go in with the foundation that I use, which is the L'Oreal True Match, and I've used this for years. I'm absolutely in love with it. Even when I use my more expensive foundation, which, so for example I have here my NARS one, I just miss this one because it's just so cheap and just as nice, although it doesn't last as long obviously. But anyway, we're going to squirt 2 pumps on here, apply it on my face, and then what I like to do is just I squirt another pump on here, and I like to go over the bits where I have blemishes. So I'm just going to do that quickly for you guys and come back as I mentioned before. Okay, so now that we have applied and smoothed out all of that foundation, I'm going to go and get the concealer once again. Just going to roll it up a little bit, and we're going to do like a V type shape here. I like using the lighter concealers to just illuminate a little bit under the eye, like lighten up a bit. So what I tend to do is I use concealer before foundation to cover up the blemishes, and then afterwards I use it just to brighten up the areas. So then I'm going to get the sponge again, and I'm just going to blend out the concealer under my eyes. Okay, so now that that's blended, I'm going to go ahead and get some powder just to set the concealer and the foundation. And the powder I like to use is the HD Finish by NYX, which is like, the shade is Banana. And I've just loved this for everything. So using the sponge and the pointed end once again, I'm going to get a little bit, and we're just going to dab it under the eyes. Then we're going to go ahead and get a big fluffy brush. This one is by Smashbox, and we're just going to apply this to the rest of the face as well. Okay, so we've applied the powder, Next, I'm gonna go and get my eyebrow palette, which is this one by Sleek, and it's in dark. Really cheap product and really good. I really love using it, if I can open it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get this slanted eyeliner brush, and I'm gonna use that to fill in my brows. So we're just gonna do that quickly. Okay, now that our brows have been quickly filled in, I'm gonna go ahead and get a cheap clear mascara, and I just like to use this to kind of set my eyebrows. So just to make sure that, one, I've gotten rid of any makeup, so foundation or concealer that might have gotten stuck in my eyebrows, and get rid of that colour. And also just to, it's kind of like a bit of a gel, so that your eyebrows are just staying more or less in that position. So once we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and get my Naked 3 palette. And what I did was, because I already have the primer that I used on the rest of my face on my eyelids, I don't bother putting an eyeshadow primer on unless I'm doing something extravagant with my eyes. But as we're not, just leaving it as it is. And in this one, we're going to go ahead and get the Limit shade here. And we're going to use that as a base for the whole eyelid. So we're just going to blend it in here, just so that we smooth out the creases and kind of set the primer that's on our lids. Now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and get a slightly darker shade, which is Nuna here. And we're just going to apply that to the corner of our eyes. I like this because it's just a quick but simple nudie kind of look. So we're just going to get that and apply it to the corner here, just to give it some dimension. Okay, so once we've done that, I am going to get a brown pencil, just a simple brown pencil like this one. I just like to line the bottom just a little bit of our eyes here. Okay, and then using just a normal eyeshadow brush like this one, I'm going to get that same Nuna shade that we used for the corner of our eyelids, and I'm just going to blend out the brown eyeliner that we've got at the bottom of our eyes. And then just to give the top of our eyelids just that tad bit more dimension, I'm going to get just a little bit of this dark side eyeshadow, and we're just going to blend it close to the root on our eyelids. So just here. Great, so we're done with the palette. Next I'm going to go and get a cream coloured eyeliner pencil. This one's from Kiko, and I'm just going to line my waterline. So once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and get my eyelash curlers, and we're just going to quickly curl our eyelashes. And now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and get my mascara, so the Colossal Big Shot by Maybelline, and we're just going to eyeliner our lashes. Okay, so we're finished with the mascara. It's smudged a little bit, but we're just going to let it dry and then sort it out afterwards. So I'm just going to go ahead and get a bronzing and like just the basics like makeup palette. This one is by Kylie Cosmetics, but obviously we can use anything. And I'm just going to go and get a slanted brush like this one, and we're going to use the bronzer in here just to contour the face ever so slightly. Next we are going to get the blusher that's in the same palette, and we're just going to get a smaller, fluffier brush for the blush. And we're just going to apply that up here and just a little bit on the apples of our cheeks as well. Not too much, just a little bit of colour. And then getting another brush. So this one here is just like a flat but slightly fluffy brush. We're going to get a little bit of the highlighter here, and we're just going to apply that on top of the highest point of our faces where the blush was, and we're going to blend that into the side here. Just to get a little bit more. We're going to do a little bit on our noses just to highlight it a little bit, and also on our Cupid's bow. Okay, so that part of the makeup is done. Then we are going to move on to the lipstick. So the lipstick I used is this one by Lorac. I don't know the shade is, I don't know whether that's the name, CEO. think it might be. So we're going to use this shade of lipstick, CEO, if that is the name. I do not know. And we're just going to apply that to our lips. Now I am just going to quickly sort out my hair and come back to you guys and finalize the video. I just forgot one thing. So I always like to finish off my makeup looks with the Dewy Finish by spray by NYX. It's really, really nice. It's so lightweight as well, and it does actually help to make sure your makeup stays. So I just spray like a few little squirts of that, and that is essentially I really cannot speak today, can I? That is essentially the entire look. So it's just a really nice like mauvey, purpley nude that's quite, I think, quite like a powerful, simple look. I just thought it'd be a really nice makeup look for, you know, to coincide with the weather at the moment. You know, it's winter, but I can't really decide if it's spring or not. And I just thought it was just a really lovely look, and I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoy the makeup. It was lovely as always to talk to you guys again and do another makeup video for you lovelies. And hopefully there will be a few more in the future, because it is one of the things that I love sharing with you guys. And yeah, so this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will hopefully speak to you very, very soon. Beijos, meus amores, te amo muito, muito, e até logo. Tchau!